Hi all you YouTube friends, welcome back to the farm. Today we are working on moving this milk tank. I picked this up this spring, thought I'd have it worked on in a week. One job leads to another and it just got put aside. So, got that power washer video up for you, and it is a great power washer and I like to use it. So, I got the tank all refilled with fresh rec gas. I'm gonna power wash this milk tank. So, this is a galvanized steel and stainless steel milk tank made by Zero. Zero is a large manufacturer of bulk milk tanks, and I forget what it was when we picked it up, $150 or so, and the guy threw in tons of extra stuff. So I wanted to show you in one of the recent videos about moving these milk tanks around, so that if you're doing maple syrup or you're moving heavy things around, a good efficient way to do this. So we've got lots of scrap wood around here. I have a trailer we've been working on for, originally we were going to do maple syrup on it and ended up doing the dual axle trailer instead for the weight. And I tore off all the deck wood for it. So here I've got scraps of the deck wood. They were all the size that he needed. And he's done 4 layers here. These are, what are they, 2x6s?
5/4 deck boards.
What's 5/4?
5/4 of an inch, like 1.25 inches.
Oh, okay. Okay, so use whatever wood you got on hand, but this is what we had, and it's treated so it can stay under this. What we've essentially done is made a sled or a skid for the tank to sit on. Now this is the 3rd milk tank we're moving this way. We built skids for all of them because when winter comes, this is the way to go, I tell ya. Because with the way he's doing it, it's also like a snow sled. It will get moved into the woods, through the woods, wherever we need it to go, just on these. So for in this instance, this got loaded in here with a backhoe, and to unload it with this expanded metal tailgate can be very tricky. This trailer had actually been stored here at our farm for years and put back into use just to go get this milk tank. I've got scrap metal to go again. So I asked him if he'd like to work on this for us. Actually, he suggested it and I said, yes, let's work on this tonight. So he wants to work on the trailer and I want to work on milk tank. And that's the nice thing about farms. You can work on what you want to work on any given day. Put it aside, work on something else. There's always something that needs to be done. And it's a lot nicer to work on this in September than it is in the hot, hot days of July or the freezing cold. So I'm going to power wash it. Hit it with a little bit of primer here for this rusty surface. But see the galvanized here? They did a white paint over the surface. And there's some bad spots here along the edge, so I'm going to go ahead and caulk those before I paint it. And all this gross hosing is going to come off. They left some copper tubing. There's some more scrap metal for the pile. There's a refrigeration unit and stirring paddle that goes inside of these. And that's what the electrical and the copper is for. So I'm going to take this off. I don't need it. Little bit more copper piping. And that'll about pay for my paint. A little quart of paint goes a long ways. So the upper part is all stainless steel. The inside is solid stainless steel. And the trick that you get into is the fittings. So if you don't get, this is a threaded on fitting. They have what's called a tri-clamp fitting that goes on these. And this one's smaller, maybe 1.5 inches. The others we have are 2 or 2.25. So there's a lot of these milk fittings here, and if you're looking for it, look up sanitary milk fittings, because that's where you will find what you need to match the thread. This is not NPT or that's, I think, National Pipe Thread. Is that what it stands for? National Pipe Thread?
NPT?
Yeah. So we're going to take off all these rubber hoses, keep any of the little fittings in there. And if you are, like in my situation on my other milk tanks, there is a depth gauge here, and then like this piece here. You can just put a Fernco cap over the top of that if you don't have this, and it'll keep any critters out of it and keep it clean. You can pick up bulk milk tank cleaning solution or just use bleach and water. The hole on the top, if you don't have a belly, you can climb right in there with a scrub brush and scrub them clean. I myself prefer just bleach and water and get it all cleaned that way, or the milk tank wash that they have. You can get it right at Tractor Supply. I think it's about maybe $5 a gallon. Bleach, $2 a gallon. I always just use what's easiest. So you can see, use this floor jack it up, slide it right under there, and then he will use, looks like we might be going to buy some more deck boards.
Huh?
Looks like we might be going to buy some more deck boards. You got a hole there?
Huh?
Are you on a hole, or is that board just there for level?
We did that when we went. That's bad under there.
So he's got another board here, and he'll do like a crisscross or a V shape for added strength, and then he'll be able to pull that right out of there. Okay, so just to show you, see how he took this right from the side to the center on the other side, and then back over. Basically, it's shaped like a big letter A. If it was longer, you can zigzag them back and forth. That's what he did on the longer trailer. I've been helping take off some scrap metal. I don't know where I put it now. Maybe he took it to the scrap pile already. Ha. If nothing else, I'm good for my looks. This is a really used clevis. A lot of extra pins for different implements. Very handy. Some of the tractors have toolboxes. Some of them have toolboxes on the back of the seat. They tend to be catch-alls for everything. The one in the barn on the 70, mouse poop, walnut, old nails and screws for years. Wrapping that right around the wood and slipping the chain on itself. I think he said it's called a slip hook. Slip hook?
That's a grab hook.
Oh. He says that's called a grab hook. And that one's a slip hook. What do you think? Is it going to tear the rest of the trailer apart? I would laugh my butt off. See that? Frame's all rusted out. Needs a new fender. tailgate right in here. I think it's taking the tailgate right off. So he's gonna move this over where I can use the power washer. I was thinking kind of over here on the side so I have easy access to water and shade. This maple tree, besides all the wonderful maple syrup, provides a lot of shade. Hey! Could have built a mount up from the front so that he could pull it straight. I told him he can put it anywhere he wants, as long as it's kind of in a good spot for power washing so that I don't end up standing in a pile of mud. This wellhead right there has been a problem ever since we moved here. Of all the places they could have put the darn thing. Stainless steel normally cuts this hard, but that other blade I had was barely scratching through this. I could keep this or I could get rid of it. I decided to just go ahead and get rid of it to make sure that nobody gets cut on the metal, any metal burrs right there. So I've got a brand new Sawzall blade. And this one is a Morse power bi-metal blade, 6-inch. So let's give it a now she's ready for a power wash. What do you say? Fire up the old one wash, get her clean. Got some more scrap metal. because the sun is